taking things apart as a game.
In that case, our theories would need criticism, and this is called critical theory. Its mission to sift out the shit and call out the system. What system is it? It's capitalism.
Is one we've lived through, and it's been highly destructive. I'm going to look at this society and I'm going to take it apart by showing systemic problems.
Equality needs constant vigilance.
The policies the Klan had in place, or wanted to have in place 100 years ago, are in place today.
I thought I'd won my battles with patriarchy. They're just starting all over again.
We're not just dealing with the residue of systemic racism, it's the basis of every single thing we do.
At the end of that, what have you got? What have you done? What have you achieved? We need to interrogate this.
I can answer you.
Okay, interrogate. By all means, ask questions, but interrogate as a deliberate hostility to this.
I didn't come here to be judged. I came here to answer questions.
Whether you're interrogating a text or a piece of music or an idea or a society.
There are no shortage of flaws in the manner in which we've structured our society.
Fine. Question.
Compared to any hypothetical utopia, it's an absolutely dismal wreck.
Endlessly question, yes.
But compared to the rest of the world and the plight of other societies throughout the history of mankind, we're doing pretty damn well.
Interrogate assumes it's all
everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic.
A criminal in a cell, and it's guilty.
You have to point it all out.
And therefore it must be taken apart.
This kind of concept of getting up and confessing your sins before the collective.
That's what we've been doing for decades in the West.
You hear it and you're like, okay, this is Looney Tunes.
That's resentment. That's one byproduct of resentment. You can't build the thing, but you know how to take it apart.
Is a little bit of resentment, is it good to have a little bit of poison in your drink?
Depends what the poison is, and it depends if you know not to have another drink. Well, it might be the case that you find out, as some alcoholics do, that 1 was too many and 10 is not enough.
This kind of deconstruction is a slippery slope. It becomes an addiction, it becomes a drug, and you just can't stop.
Well, you'd have to wean yourself off it and try to start creating again.
Okay.
You'd have to start trying to put things together again.
I hold that men should have self-esteem.
So why are you excited about the future?
One of the biggest turn-ons or pluses a guy can have is being motivated or like dedicated to something.
You want to be outside yourself, serving a higher purpose, and maybe you're cynical about that, but
I think you have to have something that every day you're trying to improve.
You can think about it technically.
What is really sensible is to let go, is to commit oneself, to give oneself up, and that's quite mad. So we come to the strange conclusion that in madness lies sanity.
There have to be reasons where you wake up in the morning and you're happy to be alive.
Burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day we wanted everything,
Like to share food, to bring together the people you love in something approximating harmony as a microcosm of the entire cosmic order, and you can replicate that at every level of complexity, all the way up to what's at the pinnacle, and that's all real, and so is what's at the pinnacle.
All the life is an act of faith and an act of gamble.
We've forgotten the responsibility that we need to bear in our life to make our lives bearable. And we can remember who we are. We can remember who we are. No, and we're so foolish. We regard those propositions as something approximating what? Primitive superstitions, when in fact they're the most brilliant intuitions into the fundamental structure of reality that have ever been offered. We've predicated our civilization on those presuppositions, and look at it. It's not so bad. We've brought wealth and plenty to billions of people around the world. We've been struggling uphill properly, and if we were wise and faithful and courageous and responsible, we could continue to spread that to everyone. We could eradicate absolute poverty. We could bring about time of abundance and opportunity for everyone. And we'll do that. We can do that if we hoist the world on our individual shoulders and operate collectively in this harmonious manner and continue the struggle uphill toward the city of God. And that's the truth. That's the truth. It's not some superstition. It's not some primitive defense against death anxiety. It's not the opiate of the people, right? It's the call to divine responsibility.
Something I think might be in the throes of starting as it happens.
Is tilt the world towards heaven and away from hell.